Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Crafting in a Small Space. My name is Miranda, I live in Portland, Oregon, and my channel is generally about crafty stuff. And here's a little short bit for you. Okay, so I am crocheting like the wind right now on a blanket, and I already said in my last video that for Christmas, miraculously, I got the best present ever, which was a $100 gift card to Joann's. And I went and started touching the yarn, because I don't just shop for the yarn by color and blend and all that kind of stuff. I really, when I go into like Joann's, I have to touch it all. And this yarn is the softest yarn I've ever felt in my life. And the plumpness of this yarn, it stays that plump. It's not thin in certain spots. It's not got a thread in the center that is way skinnier than it. It is plump and it is so freaking soft. It's like if you felted rabbit hair. To me, that is what it feels like. Oh my God, this hurts holding my arm up like this. Okay, so, look, I'm starting to get one of those gray spots, like a shock of it. I love it. I always have just like regular throughout everywhere. I don't ever get like the cool shock of it, but it's all gathered right there. It's so cool. Anyway, not a big deal. Okay, so, yes, holy crap, holding my arm up hurts. Okay. Plus I have like my lanyard with this big glass evil eye on it, and it's like, whoa. Anyway, okay. So I made one half already, and I'm going to do the second half in the opposite pattern. So here's the first half of my blankie. So I am doing it like you would do a shawl. I'm just experimenting. Like nobody showed me to do this. I was just like, I want the pattern to be, you know, big, thick bands. It's really super thick yarn. I mean, look, it stays thick on my finger. It doesn't, where's a bigger piece? It stays thick on my finger. It's not like when you squish it, it gets thinner. It's so plump and so heavy. This is like considered, in my opinion, this could be a weighted blanket, because just that half is like several pounds. It feels so heavy when you pick it up, and it's so comfortable when it's on your body. You just like absolutely love it. So I finished that piece, and you can see that over there, is where I couldn't do the full strip, because you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bands of each color. I mean, rows in each color, and I only got to starting row 3 of the latest pink way over there, or sorry, right there to you guys. And so I'm holding off on, I got 8 skeins of yarn, 4 of each color, and I'm just using 2 of each color on each half, just to see how it turns out, like what remnants and stuff I have, because doing this last black charcoal band right here, I have a ball left over of that gray this size, which means for the one that I'm doing that's the opposite, I will have another band left over. Now I can see already that this is not going to be enough to, if it's equal on the other side, see how this one doesn't go all the way. Filling this in, I'm gonna end at the same spot on the charcoal side of the other side, because I'm doing alternate. You'll see here in a second, I'm gonna set it up and pause and I'll show you. But this isn't gonna be enough to make that whole row again and then 2 more. So I'm probably gonna have to buy some more. So, okay, 1 second, I'm gonna pause and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am currently making the opposite side in the alternate. So what I'm saying is, the gray band right here left remnants of this ball. So the alternate this time, the pink band that will be after this one, like right here, is going to have a remnant of this much. And so I guess that already shows that I'm going to have to buy another skein of each, because I want it to be a completely full square, and I don't want the blanket to be a square. I want it to be a rectangle. So I'm pretty sure that where the top, let's see, how do I do this finger wise? Oh God, that's such a strange sensation. I'm going the opposite direction I'm trying to. Anyway, the top up here and the bottom that will be this I will probably add if I have to, because I'm gonna have to buy more, I'm going to put thick stripes top and bottom and then just encapsulate this square. Oh my gosh, look at what people are practicing for the dragon boats. They're doing their row team and turning and stuff. That's cool. They just went right past me, like way down here, but I was busy talking. But they're practicing for the dragon boat stuff. That's cool. All right, back to me. But I have this much, and I have 2 full skeins left to use to get to this, to get to that size on this side. And this pretty much, I was like right here yesterday and did all of this, and I was interrupted so many times. So this weekend I should be able to finish this side, and this weekend I will be going and getting, and I went to the other craft store, the other Joann's, and they had plenty of this color, but they didn't have any of this one. And where I got this yarn from, I left one of these, and there were several of these. Nobody likes this color, I don't know why. It's really beautiful with the gray. This stuff is so soft and crazy. Everybody that feels it just can't stop like fingering, like, oh, squish, squish. Anyway, and I'm not using the recommended size. I am using, or it says to use, holy crap, my fingers. Okay, let's see. It says to use a 9mm, and I am using a 6.5 with my squishy pencil holder crap on it. I got these off Amazon. They're very comfortable, and they make it so your hand doesn't hurt. So yeah, it says use 9mm, but when you use 9mm, it is way too open weave, way too open weave. 6.5 is fine. If you could get a good hook end, you're gonna be fine. But this stuff is magnificent, and there's only 194 yards in this. There is yarn that's comparable to this, but it's that bernat blanket kind of texture. This isn't. This is a bunch of twists of little pieces of fleece. It's just so soft. It's so squishable and soft and delicious, and I'm just enjoying the heck out of this crochet because it's going really fast. I can watch like a movie or so each like few chunks or whatever. But yeah, 6.5 is working really good for me, and I'm gonna go to the craft store and buy one more of each color, plus I'm gonna buy and some to make maybe possibly like a little pullover or something like that, just to try my hand at one of those like really thick yarned, you know, snuggly garments. I mean, the weather's getting really, really nice. I mean, it is gonna rain after Saturday. It's going to be like all rainy, but the temperatures are going to be like super high. So it's probably too late in the season for me to make it and wear it. But I really like working with this. So making it just for fun for next time would be great. Or if I like spent time outside camping or something and, you know, it got chilly, I could put it on, you know, but whatever. So that's a little update on that. I'm going to eat my snack. But yeah, and this is like the biggest bag I have. My boyfriend's son gave him all this like Princess Peach stuff because they joke around about Mario and stuff. His son's like 10, and all his gifts came in this big giant fluorescent pink bag, and the son made him like a pink Princess Barbie tree for some reason. I don't know why, but just to joke around with him as a prank, because one of the years he wrapped one of his video games, my boyfriend wrapped one of his kids' video games with a plunger to disguise the shape. And so he gave him a bunch of like Barbie stuff, and the Barbie tree is actually really pretty. It's still sitting up. But yeah, this is my blanket so far. I haven't sewn it together. I gotta finish this row, and then another pink band, and then another gray band on the outside. Then I'm going to seam it together down the center, and then I'm going to probably put stripes just on one end there and one end there, just to make it a little bit more rectangular. I mean, this blanket is heavy as hell. The yarn is $12 a skein, but while it's on sale, it's making it like 7 something a skein, so I'm trying to like snap it up. It's worth it anyway though. I like it a lot more than bernat blanket yarn, which I've used countless times, don't get me wrong, but this is so much softer. And I'm seriously saying it feels like felted rabbit fur. So just give it a try. I so far have used or this blanket so far is going to be taking 4 skeins of each color. Now the pattern on the front is looks like a really skinny blanket. From the stitches in the pattern, it says that they use 6 balls to make this tiny little throw. And their weave is extremely far open which I hate open weave stuff. My aunt used to make these most incredible blankets before I even learned how to crochet. And she would crochet them all, and my dad would always put his toes through them while he slept, and he'd rip the blankets and he'd stretch the stitches out and stuff. So it just kind of like jaded me against open weave stuff. So that's my opinion. You know, if you love it, that's great. If you love broomstick lace, that's great. But I like my stuff to have like a closer weave so that you don't get tangled in it while you're trying to be comfortable. All right, thank you for listening. I had 300 subscribers, and then YouTube sent me something saying, hey, 300 subscribers, start monetizing your stuff. And I went and looked. I was like, no way do I have 300 subscribers. And somebody unsubscribed, and now I have 299, which is fine. I'm not here for that. I'm here just to talk about the crafty stuff that we do, right? I just thought it was funny. Oh. But whatever, it's fine. Because I'm having a lot of fun with my stuff. Bye.